Now, this video may make people a little uncomfortable. Those people that wanted to wait, thought that waiting may be the best option for them. Hear me out, because these are some valid reasons on why you should act sooner than later if you plan on getting into the housing market in 2024. Let's go. Now, the first reason why you should get into the housing market sooner than later is because right now it is still wintertime. And wintertime is typically the depressed season when it comes to house buying. So that means you'll be dealing with less competition. And right now, a lot of people are offering, I say people, builders are offering incentives to buy down the interest rate to make your mortgage payment more affordable. And because there are less buyers, you can get those incentives and closing costs, not just from builders. You can put them into your offer for resale homes. And because, generally speaking, because I sold a property last week that had multiple offers, generally speaking, there's not going to be multiple offers right now. I'm filming this in the middle of January 2024. And because there's not multiple offers, the seller really has to consider your offer, even though you're asking for seller concessions to buy down the interest rate. And what does that even mean, buy down the interest rate? That means if the going interest rate is what, 6.7, 6.8% for a 30-year fixed mortgage, once you get seller concessions, let's say you get $8,000 in seller concessions, you have options with that. Typically, that can buy you a 2-to-1 buy down, meaning the first year, your interest rate would be 4.7, second year, 5.7, and the last 28 years, it would be what, 6.7, and you can refinance at any point. Or you can buy down your rate permanently, get a permanent rate buy down. Let's say the rate is 6.7 and you get that seller concession for about $8,000. You can probably buy down your interest rate to below 6% for a 30-year fixed. And that will save you significantly every single month. That will save you a couple $100, if not more, every month. And you use the seller's money to do so because of the seller concessions. Now, the next reason, an often overlooked reason, why you should buy now than later in the year is because of insurance premium shock. You don't hear a lot of news about this if you do not live in California or Florida, but in some parts of Texas, but it's happening nationally. These insurance providers, home insurance providers, are proposing and getting significant increases on home insurance premiums. I've heard stories where people in Florida and California saying that their home insurance went from about $100 a month to $500 a month. What would that do? That would take an affordable home for you right now and cause it to be very, very unaffordable. Meaning you could get approved for that mortgage. Now, when you get approved for a mortgage, they have to factor in 4 things: the principal and interest, property taxes, and insurance. So if your insurance was $100 and you got approved, would you still be able to get approved if your insurance was $500 a month? I would have to say a lot of people would not be able to get approved if their homeowner insurance was $500 a month. And a lot of these changes and increases are going into effect later in 2024. So when you're going mortgage shopping or house shopping and you have to get that quote for an insurance premium, you're gonna be shocked because you're gonna get approved all throughout the other processes. The principal and interest payment, taxes, all that's gonna be good. But then when you go shopping for insurance, you're gonna realize that that increased insurance premium is gonna smack you in the face and you're not gonna be able to get approved for a home loan. However, if you did so prior to those insurance increases, you would still be able to buy. So please keep that in mind because a lot of people are overlooking it and not accounting for this increase in insurance premiums. And in North Carolina, there's a proposal for insurance premiums to increase on average 42%, and on some parts of the coast up to 99%, actually over 99% for your home insurance premium. So that right there is on my radar as we go into 2024. And a lot of people are overlooking it, thinking that they're just going to buy a home in 2024, but they haven't accounted for this additional expense in the home buying process. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is that mortgage rates are coming down. And as mortgage rates come down, more people are able to get qualified and will come into the housing market, causing more demand. Now we will have more inventory. in the terms of new construction, but it's not going to be at the same rate and same speed as the demand increases. Certain areas and certain properties are already seeing multiple offers. So as interest rates come down, they've already come down 1.5 points from its peak back in November of 2023. So as interest rates continue to come down, more people will come to the market, causing more strain on affordability. And Zillow just put out their housing market forecast from December 2023 through December 2024, and they project that home prices nationally will go up on average 3.5%. So bottom line, if you want to save money and still be able to get qualified for a home, you should do so sooner than later, because one, you get to beat the competition if you act now, sooner than later, and you're able to get qualified without having to account for these large insurance premium increases. And lastly, you get to avoid an increase in home prices because you're not fighting with the demand and other competition, because you're getting in quickly and avoiding all the competition. For up-to-date real estate news and advice, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I am your real estate advisor, Sir Ashley, and check us out on other social media platforms. I will talk to you soon.